friends! I hope you enjoy this video of our trip to the Upper Peninsula and Mackinac Island. I will be popping up throughout the video in this circle to give you tips and accessibility insights. After you watch the video, leave me a comment and let me know your best travel accessibility tips or your travel mishaps. It's Thursday afternoon and we are heading up north for the weekend. We're going to go to a cabin in St. Ignace and then visit Mackinac Island for a little while. We're tired right now. We've got a lot of other stuff going on in our life and car troubles, and we're borrowing a car, and it's kind of a mess, but we're looking forward to a weekend of cooler weather and beautiful scenery. We'll take you along. We've been on the road for a couple hours and we listened to some music. We're better now, we've got snacks in us, and we're looking forward to a good weekend. You guys, we are getting some real tinges of fall color on the trees up here. It's like it's actually autumn this far north. So exciting. So there must be. It's chilling back. No idea. The appropriately named Little Cabin in the Woods from Airbnb. We'll let you know how it is. It looks pretty cozy and the weather is great.
Hey guys, just thought I'd give you a little tour of the cabin we got going on here. It's pretty cool. We got our sleeping area. If you just follow me this way, we've got our kitchen back over here, and this door over here is interesting. So let's just take a peek. Okay, what do we got?
So I don't know how this thing was in there in the first place.
Very pretty cabin. Rustic. Rustic paper towels.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's awesome. It's actually pretty roomy.
Yeah, actually there's more floor space than I thought there was going to be.
Than I thought it was going to be.
So it says it sleeps 6 people. We'll have 4 and we'll let you know how it goes. Matt's awesome. Mom and Dad just got here, so we'll say hi to them. What are we cooking for dinner tonight, guys?
Oh, we've got roast beef and sweet potatoes.
Mmm. We're here at the Father Marquette National Memorial and we're gonna check it out. I think there's a pavilion with some information about him and his mission. We'll see what's up. I am filming while the Smart Drive pulls me up this hill, you guys. It was really hard on the way down because I had to hold it back even without the smart drive on. This is great. I'm not out of breath and these guys are working. One perk of a wheelchair. Yep, 30 seconds after bragging about how great wheelchairs are, I tried to roll backward a little bit and fell backward down the hill out of my wheelchair. Now I'm all bruisey and a little achy. So don't brag about anything, friends. That's the moral of that story. And get anti-tip bars for the back of your wheelchair so that doesn't happen. The paving stones in here are a little bit wobbly for the wheelchair, but it's not too bad, and the path was paved all the way from the car to this memorial pavilion, so that was super awesome.
The degrees and the distance.
Yes.
And every little tiny turn.
Yeah.
How the heck?
I know. How did they do that?
You guys, we just left the grocery store because we had to get some stuff to make dinner. And this little boy, he must have been like 5, maybe 6 years old. He was walking past Matt and I in the checkout line and he yelled, "Whoa, a person in a wheelchair? That's amazing!" And I laughed. But his mom instantly went like this in his face and got down and said, "We do not talk like that." And it made me so sad. A, because there was nothing wrong with what he said. He was just a little kid in a place where there probably aren't a lot of visibly disabled people. And he was expressing his enthusiasm at seeing something new. The other reason that I'm so sad is because even if he had said something wrong, how traumatizing to have a parent get down in your face and yell at you for it in public. So parents out there, please be kind to your little ones, and if they're excited to see a person in a wheelchair, let them be excited and maybe include the person in the wheelchair. Because I said to the mom, "I don't mind, it's okay," and she didn't even look at me. So let us have a say in what we think is okay and isn't okay to say around us, and maybe have a real conversation with us. I would have loved to talk to that little kid, and if he wanted to touch my wheelchair or ask questions about it, I would have been totally open to that. So I hope I meet lots of other little 6-year-olds in the future who say, "Whoa, that's amazing, a wheelchair." It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon and we're about to catch the ferry to Mackinac Island. If you use the parking lots right outside of the Starline ferries, it's usually $5, but if you tell them you have a disability, then it's free. They didn't know because they couldn't see my wheelchair, and we didn't have our disability parking placard up in the car, so just let them know and they will waive the $5 fee to park close up. It's a bumpy ride on this hydrojet! Yeah, there was no way my wheelchair was coming off of there with me in it. It is rocking. And the other one was so steep, even a stroller couldn't go up it. Because no cars are allowed on the island, except for the ambulance that you just saw, there are a ton of bikes everywhere. The weather that weekend was gorgeous, and there were at least 3 weddings going on the island, so the downtown area was crazy busy. I couldn't safely use my smart drive on the sidewalks because it's not very easy to stop and start, especially in really tight quarters. So my option was to go out into the road with the bikes and the horses. Of course, there are no cars allowed on the island, so it wasn't dangerous in that way, but the bikes, especially the bike porters, went by really fast, and of course the carriages with those horses are huge, so it was a little bit scary. The other struggle that I had was with the slant of the roads. Of course, they're slanted like most roads so that the water runs off to the sides, and since I was along the side, I had to hold really tight to one rim of my wheelchair to keep it going straight, and that was exhausting. Honestly, next time I will probably just rent an electric mobility scooter, which you can rent from any of the bike rental places on the island. Because with EDS and chronic fatigue syndrome, the point of the wheelchair is to conserve my energy, and that was kind of defeating the purpose when I had to hold so tight to the rim. Luckily, we were able to get out of town pretty quickly and enjoy the calm of the less populated part of the island. It was gorgeous, and we found some really nice flat paths near the water that were perfect for my wheelchair. You're welcome.
There we go. Woo! Cool. Well, it's a beautiful day. Mackinac Island. You can see over there, I think that's the Mission Point Resort. There's Bonnie. Luckily this trail is working out pretty well with her wheelchair, so that's good. It's a good day.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm glad we found this trail instead of just the road. That's what we were on, and I was having to hold really tight to the one side of my wheelchair to keep it centered. But this is nice and flat, so we're doing good. There are so many freaking adorable horses out here. That's the other cool thing about the island. Because there are no cars allowed, there are not only bikes, but a ton of beautiful horses with carriages.